You're watching KSL 5 News.
She said, "Daddy, they're shooting at me." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" You know, that's not something you can process immediately when you hear it.
Back live in Las Vegas, he runs one of Las Vegas's private ambulance services. On Sunday night, his home life and his business life collided when he received a frantic call from his daughter, who was across the street here attending the concert when those shots rang out. What happened next had this Las Vegas dad struggling to juggle his roles right in the middle of the largest mass shooting in recent history.
On the way there, it was kind of hard because I had to worry about my daughter because I could no longer get a hold of her.
Yeah.
But I also had to put together the response from community ambulance. We had 22 people already on scene that I had to think about and take care of. It was just a huge conflict. One of the things I did do on the way down there is, and I guess this is the dad coming out of me as I'm giving orders for different things to happen, I got the person that was in charge of the event on the radio, and I said, "You find my daughter."
Yeah.
And he got back to me about 4 or 5 minutes later and said, "I have eyes on your daughter." And that was a huge relief.
And then at that point, you start coordinating ambulances from all over the valley coming and going?
Correct. That's my main concern once I know my daughter's okay, is I got to get people down there. Initially, we had no idea how big this is, but I knew it was going to be somewhat big. So I instructed our dispatch center, any units that weren't on calls, to go to Las Vegas Boulevard and Russell Road. I figured that was far enough away to keep them safe, but close enough for me to get them in there as soon as I needed them.
What'd you see?
As I rolled up to the east side of the event, and there was still people making their way out. The shooting had stopped, but to be perfectly honest, what I saw was carnage.
Yeah.
There was people running with gunshots. There were other people lying on the ground, not moving. When we got there was people pulling up in pickup trucks saying, "Hey, I got these 3 or 4 people that have been shot," and we had to deal with all that. I dealt with the immediate needs of the people that were alive or had a chance at being alive, and then we developed a makeshift morgue, to be honest with you, to give the people the respect they were due. You know, I didn't want these people just sitting out in public that had passed. So out of sheets, we made a tent. And just, you know, we worked it one call at a time from that point forth. And there were numerous calls at the airport, at other casinos, and because everybody ran, but initially we thought there might be shooters all over too. Yeah. So they had to all be treated as active shooters in the beginning. And I gotta say, it was just chaos, but what I like to call it is controlled chaos.
How do you hold it all together?
You know, when the incident's happening, it's easy to hold it together.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I've been doing this a long time. I've been a paramedic for going on 34 years. I thought I could handle anything, or at least with the exception of kid calls. I hate kid calls.
Yeah.
But this had me just breaking out into tears yesterday whenever I had a moment just to think. This is something I don't know that, you know, I know I'll be all right. It's just going to take me a little while. But the one thing I hold on to is that I'm so proud of our public safety community, everybody,
yeah.
Fire, police, medical, all of us. And something else that I'm really proud of is the way the bystanders came through. You know, we wouldn't have saved as many people as we did without the bystanders' help. And I keep recounting and I keep thinking of them. I wish I knew their names. There was people that stayed there till 5:30 in the morning, and they kept asking, "What can I do to help? What can I do to help?" You know, and that's the kind of response we got from the concert goers and other bystanders in the community. And I'm just so proud to call myself a Southern Nevadan.
All of that happening just across the street behind us. Brian Rogers is an amazing man. You can see our entire interview start to finish on our KSL TV app.